Hello students, I am your English teacher and today I am going to explain you the story of Nelson Mandela of class 10. In this video, we will see chapter 2 Long Walk to Freedom summary. So first of all, let us see chapter sketch. This chapter has been taken from Nelson Mandela's book of the same name, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. It provides us a glimpse of early life of Nelson Mandela, his education, 30 years in prison, and the pains he had suffered in his young age. Chapter recounts his fight for the freedom for his own people, who were tortured by whites. In this chapter, Mandela gives two contradictory pictures of his own country. One, in which blacks were tortured and suffered quietly, and second, the blacks will be free to live in the life of their own. So characters that are mentioned in the chapter are Nelson Mandela. He was the first black president of South Africa who fought for equal rights of blacks. He suffered a lot pain for the freedom. Zenani, daughter of Nelson Mandela, who accompanied Mandela in his inauguration day. She was very much close to him. Thabo Mbeki, first Deputy President of South Africa, who was very close to Mandela. Mr. de Klerk, second Deputy President of South America. So on the inauguration day, 10th May, the day of oath, with the bright and shiny sun, Nelson Mandela was supposed to take oath as the first black president of South Africa. Large number of leaders, all from around the world, had gathered there to be the witness of swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president. Inauguration ceremony took place in a big open building in Pretoria, where first democratic non-racial government was to be installed. The swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Zenani. Mr. de Klerk was first person who took oath as second deputy president, followed by Mr. Thabo Mbeki, who swore as the first deputy president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela swore as the first black president of South Africa. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote himself to well-being of the people. He also promised to make nation free from poverty, deprivation, suffering and all sort of discrimination. When Mandela had taken oath, South African jet displayed the military power. It also showed the loyalty of military to democracy. Highest military general saluted him. He recounted that he would have arrested him many times before. It was followed by the playing of two national anthems. The white sings Nkosi Sikelel and the black sings Die Stem, the new song which among the end of ceremony. Nelson Mandela remembers about days gone by which will soon be part of history, where the whites had formed a system of racial dominance against the blacks. It was the basis of harsh societies which is now overturned. He says that policy of apartheid is a policy of racial segregation. It was mainly on the basis of color and practiced against the black people of South Africa. He says that policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound on his country and its people. Now it is system that recognizes the rights and freedom of all people. On the auspicious day, Mandela regretted the loss of thousands of people and remembered their sacrifices for the freedom from discrimination. He thought of himself the sum of all those African patriots who sacrificed their lives before him. He was pained that he couldn't thank them. He recalled great freedom fighters like Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, Chief Luthuli, Yusuf Dadoo and many others, who were the men of uncommon courage, wisdom and generosity. He said that country is rich in minerals, but its greatest wealth is its people. Author says that being fighter black is not the token of your goodness in superiority. No one is born hating other. People should love one another, which comes without force, as it is natural. It is man's essential goodness. A man has to perform duties to his family, community, and country, which he did not see in his country before he pushed himself to fight for the blacks. A black man was punished if he tried to live like a human being and forced to live apart from his own people. So he was not allowed to perform his duties to his family. Meaning of freedom. As a kid, Mandela had different meaning for being free, as he wanted to run in the fields and wanted to stay out at night. As he grew older, he wanted the freedom of livelihood for himself and his family. But soon he realized that such freedom was only an illusion. He realized that his brothers and sisters who looked like him were not free. So he joined National African Congress. His hunger for freedom became great for freedom of his people. He desired that everyone should be given right to live his life with the dignity and respect. He wanted the oppressor and the oppressed to be liberated, as no one is free if one is taking someone else's freedom. Only such feelings can bring true freedom for everyone. So this is the whole summary of the chapter. Now let us see chapter's highlights, what we have discussed. Now let us summarize in very short points. So 10th May was a day of freedom for South Africa, and there was a huge gathering of national leaders over there. Swearing-in ceremony was held in Union Building in Pretoria, and first non-racial black government took the charge. Nelson Mandela gave speech on the victory for justice, peace and human dignity. Mandela pledged to liberate his people from poverty, suffering and discrimination. A colorful show by jets and helicopters to show military's loyalty took place. Singing of two national anthems was done, the old Nkosi Sikelel by the whites and the new diastema by the blacks. A new system that recognized the rights of and freedom of all people was formed. Mandela remembered and thanked the people who sacrificed their lives for the freedom. Salutation to some great freedom fighters was given. Mandela gave speech that country is rich because of its people, not because of its minerals. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the victory over it. People should love others and not hate them due to their color or religion. Love comes naturally, not by force, which is a natural goodness. He also stated that a man should try to make a balance between his duties, duty to his family, duty to his community and country. A black person was treated badly and not allowed to perform his duties. According to Mandela, freedom has many aspects, like for a kid it is to run and play, for adult is to fulfill his needs of his own and family. Real freedom means equal rights for everyone. Nelson Mandela joined African National Congress. He desired people to live with dignity and respect. He wanted oppressor and the oppressed to be liberated. Thank you.